lots of noise, we shake our bodies. And then at the end, when you're all like, it already feels like there's all this energy moving through you and you just lay there. And that's when I do my sound bath and you're just like, whoa, you're feeling all the feels. So you leave feeling, I think that what I just say is like, if nothing else, you leave feeling lighter. Even if you're like, that was interesting, I don't know how I feel about that, you're like, but I feel good, my body feels good. So it's somatic work. You don't always have to know why it's working or figure anything out. Okay, that's my spiel. That's enough said. So I'll just say also one more thing real quick is on the 17th, which is not this Wednesday, but the following Wednesday, I'm teaching at the Capitol. So it's a free class. It's 7 p.m. Me and James Hardy, we're representing Mosaic. So we'd love to have you come. Yeah, just show up at the Capitol. It's free for all. There's like 500 people. It's kind of crazy. The Utah State Capitol. So up way north. Yeah, just outside. Yeah, so the only reason why it wouldn't happen is if it's raining or something, then they will cancel it. So yeah, cool. Any questions, comments, requests? Let's just do the thing. Okay, cool. All right, my friends. So comfortable seated position, seated meditation. And even if you're already there, I recommend moving your body a little. So just kind of feeling around, maybe little stretches, just rolling your shoulders around, rolling your head around. Maybe bigger stretches, taking your arms up, twisting, anything that feels good that just helps you feel your body. Sometimes I even just tap my fingers on my chest or my belly. And then eventually, no hurry, no rush, take your time, but eventually settle in to stillness. So eventually, place your hand somewhere, some way intentionally. So it doesn't have to be anything special, but point is you're doing it on purpose. Close your eyes, or if you prefer to keep your eyes open, lower and soften your gaze. So try to take your awareness a little more from outward, everything that is stimulating in this outside world, and start to bring your awareness more inward. So start to feel into yourself, your physical body, your energetic body, your breath, rise and fall. As you feel into your body, you might notice, are there places where you're just kind of tensing up, where you're tightening up that you don't even realize? Maybe you're clenching your jaw a little bit. Maybe your shoulders are shrugging up towards your ears a little bit. You can let them melt down. So just by bringing in more awareness, does anything start to shift a little bit? And then see if you can even become more aware of any emotions that are present for you today. So sometimes there's really not much going on. Maybe there's even a numbness. You're like, I don't feel any emotions. And that's okay, notice it. Sometimes there might be a lot, an overwhelm almost. You might just start to feel into, I am a little anxious, or I feel way more relaxed than usual this morning. So just noticing what's there without judgment, just curiosity. And then start to, if you haven't already, really connect to, maybe even visualize your breath. So if you're using your imagination, maybe you visualize your breath in a color. Start to watch it as it flows through you. And perhaps moves up and down the length of your spine. Good, you guys. Next time you inhale, very intentionally, fill up as big as you can. When you think you are full, hold in that fullness. And as you hold in fullness, see if you can soften and relax around the held breath just a little tiny bit. Maybe find an extra sip. And then out your mouth, let it go. Ah. Good. So nice. Do that 2 more times. So inhale, fill up. Hold. Soften around your held breath. Take your extra little teaspoon sip of air. And then open your mouth, let it out. Ah, beautiful. Last time. So biggest inhale you've taken all morning long. Feel this prana, this life force move through every little space inside. Take an extra sip, maybe even 2 this time. When you're ready, let it out your mouth, sigh it out. Wow. Beautiful. So seal your lips now. Begin to cultivate ujjayi breath. So ujjayi breath is what we use in a flow yoga class. It's in and out through your nose, but it's very different than your typical nostril breath. It's coming from a deeper place. You're constricting the muscles in the back of your throat. You start to create a little whisper noise or kind of an oceanic sound as you breathe in and out. So the best way I can describe it, the inhale is like you're taking a really, really deep and slow motion gasp. The exhale, it's like you're fogging up a window, but your lips are sealed over the breath. So essentially you're fogging up a window inside your body. You're starting to build a little bit of internal heat just by breathing in this way. So give yourself a moment to connect with this, to find your own rhythm. And please know that you can come back here at any time throughout our practice if you just want to take a moment to chill, to find your breath again, or to connect with yourself again. So this is always here for you. If you're ready to start moving, take this breath with you. Come forward to hands and knees, tabletop position. So on your hands and knees, spread your fingers really, really wide and make sure your hands are at least shoulder width distance apart. Next, inhale, lift your heart and lift your tailbone. So not your head, but your heart. Feel the bottom tips of your shoulder blades squeeze on your back body. Hi, Claire. Exhale, curl in and push the ground away. Chin to chest, navel to spine. You might even lift to your fingertips. Go back and forth, a couple more times like that, bringing as much awareness into these cat-cows as you can. See if you can start to feel a little more mobility right in your mid-back, the center of your spine. Claire, maybe scoot up just a bit so people can get in and out the door. Thank you. Good job, you guys. And then in your next couple of breaths, downward facing dog. And then in your down dog, invitation to bend your knees a little more than you usually do. Lift up to your tiptoes or the balls of your feet and imagine an invisible rope attached to your belly button. It's pulling up and tugging towards the top corner of the back wall. So see if you can feel that connection to your center. You might bend your knees a lot as you lift your hips high and press them back. And if you want to, you can explore in your own way for a moment. Pedal out your heels, shift your weight side to side, give your head a little shake or a little nod. Take one more inhale into your dog pose, push the ground away. And then as you exhale, bring your knees down gently and sit your hips back to your heels, child's pose. So knees can be wide, knees can be together, knees can be somewhere in between. And just sit back, feel your child's pose, find a sense of grounding. Might feel nice to sway your hips side to side a little or roll your forehead side to side a little. Ujjayi breath. An ujjayi breath, it's like you're humming on the inside. Can you feel that vibration? We're going to go through a little breath to movement flow. So next time you inhale, cow pose, rise up, lift your heart, lift your tailbone. As you exhale, cat pose, curl in, hollow out, maybe even lift up to fingertips as you push the ground away. Find a neutral spine, tuck your toes, lift your knees, send your hips back and up. Inhale, down dog, lots of length. And exhale, set your knees down ever so gently, child's pose, all the way to empty. Just like that, couple more. Inhale, cow, the spinal extension. Exhale, cat, spinal flexion. Neutral spine as you lift your hips, send them back and up, down dog. Breathe in, lots of length. Exhale, knees to the ground, hips to your heels, child's pose as you empty out. Last time, maybe close your eyes. Inhale, cow. Feel your mid-back mobility. Exhale, cat. Big, deep breaths. Take it all the way to emptiness. Inhale, downward facing dog. Slowly take your hips back and up. Lots of length through side body, spine. Exhale, child's pose. Set your hips down towards your heels. Inhale, rise. And this time from hands and knees, just give yourself a moment to move any way that feels good. So intuitive movement. Maybe big circles with your hips, maybe all the way forward towards a cobra or an up dog position. Maybe you want to spin your fingers out to the sides or back towards your knees, or even flip your palms up to face the sky. So you do you, just feeling into your own body. And then in your next about 3 to 5 breaths, so don't rush it, but eventually downward facing dog is our destination. So you can start to find your way back in your next few breaths, however you want to get there. Once you're back in down dog, it's all you. So anything goes. Feel around, pedal out your heels. And that length from fingertips through arms, through side bodies, through spine, all the way up to your core. Feel your strong center. Very nice. Good poses. Nice shoulders, Laura. See if you can soften your face, relax your jaw. Take one more inhale into your down dog. As you exhale, slowly crawl your hands to the back of your mat until you are in a forward fold at the back of your yoga mat. Once you are at the back of your mat, all the weight now should be in your feet. Bring your feet at least hips width distance apart, maybe just a little bit wider. All of your toes are still facing forward. As you inhale, stick your butt out and bend your knees a lot. Keep your fingertips down. Pause here for a moment. Imagine you're like a football player getting ready to hike the ball behind you. So that's the position that I want you to feel into. Back of your neck long. So rather than looking forward, look down. Feel the length in the back of your neck, sides of your neck. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, lift your butt up, reach the crown of your head towards the ground, forward fold. Weight slightly forward in your feet. Inhale, bend your knees, weight in your heels as you lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold. Lift your hips as high as you can. You don't have to straighten your legs. Focus on lifting your butt up, crown down. And back and forth with your breath. Inhale, bend. Exhale, fold. So see if you can feel something new. See if you can feel your core. See if you can feel the length in the backs of your legs, your hamstrings, maybe in a different way. Yes. Feel your neck as an extension of your spine. So rather than cranking your head to look up, back of your neck stays long. Take one more round, end up in a forward fold. And then in your forward fold, maybe a little bounce or ragdoll it out, grab opposite elbows, kind of sway side to side. Good job. Next time you breathe in, come to a halfway lift. So you can do the same thing we just did, or maybe this time your legs stay more straight. And exhale, plant your hands, start to crawl your hands forward until you are in a plank position. So top of a push-up. Pause, spread your fingers wide. So your wrists are right under your shoulders, fingers spread and push into the ground. So feel your strong arms, strong shoulders. Draw your belly button in and up. Feel your strong core. See if you can feel your quads engaged. Squeeze through the fronts of your thighs. Stay here, or knees can come down at any time to modify. Next time you inhale, little baby rock forward. So you're on your strong tiptoes. Exhale, lower halfway down. Do not let your shoulders roll forward. Do not let your hips or belly drop. Inhale, push back up, straighten your arms. One more like that, slow motion, halfway down. Hover and hold until you're empty. Inhale, push up. So good. Exhale, strong straight line this time all the way to your belly. Very nice. Bring your hands out to frame your yoga mat. Fingertips down. Spider-Man cobra. So elbows face the sky. Inhale, lift your heart. Doesn't have to be super high. As you exhale, take a little twist to your right side. Dip your left shoulder down. Gaze over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center. Heart lifts. Exhale, other side. Twist towards the windows. Yes. Inhale, center. Go one more time each way, following your own breath. Yes, press into fingertips. Feel the mobility in your shoulders. Keep pressing through your pelvis and your shoelaces. Eventually, an inhale will bring you back to center. You can hold there as long as you want to. Downward facing dog, however you want to make the transition. No rush. And once you are back in your dog pose, ujjayi breath, fire it up. All right, friends, just a quick question from me to you. If you would like a hands-off practice today, you don't feel like being touched, you don't want to be physically adjusted, maybe you've got something going on in your body, just give me a signal by raising one of your legs in the air for a moment. Okay, thank you so much. So downward facing dog. And now, if you feel like raising one of your legs in the air, maybe you just want to stretch, lengthen, feel into your three-legged dog, go for it. So a couple more breaths, few more breaths. Just right here, downward facing dog. Find your strong hands, find your strong core. Feel whatever there is to feel going on in your body today. Yes, love it. Ujjayi breath is holding and supporting you from the inside. Take one more inhale into your down dog. And this time, as you exhale, look to the top of your mat, however you want to get there, forward fold. Once you have arrived, spinal extension, halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, bow and fold. Rise. See if you can come up with a straight spine. So bending your knees might help a lot. Reach up. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Good job. Few half sun salutes. Inhale, high mountain. Reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, slow dive down. So hinge at your hips. Bending your knees is always helpful. And fold. Beautiful. Nice, Lisa. Halfway lift position. Ardha Uttanasana. Lengthen. Inhale. Good, Mary Jo. Exhale, fold. Press into your feet. Connect to your center. Lead with your heart. Rise back up. Arms extend overhead as you inhale. Nice, Andrea. Exhale, hands to your heart center. Let's take that one more time. Breath to movement. Inhale, reach. Slowly dive down. So think of tractioning out your spine as you dive, then fold. As you inhale, lift halfway. Find length, spine parallel to the ground. Beautiful. Fold in. Exhale. Empty all the way out, connect to center, and take it back to standing. Arms to the sky, breathe in. Beautiful, hands to heart center, breathe out. All right, inhale, take your arms up and pause. Grab hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Turn your left palm towards the right side of the room and bend your elbows a little bit, or it might even feel like a lot to you. See if you can move your hips, shift them over to the left towards the windows, and then with your right arm, gently pull on your left arm and take your upper body to the right. So try not to pull your shoulder out of the socket. Keep it plugged in. Pull your left shoulder back and down. As you tug with your right arm, your left arm is resisting. So there's what's called muscle energy working in your arms. Little more weight in your left foot. Press especially into the inner edge of your left foot. If you want to, you can even reach your right tiptoes very lightly out to the right. Breathe into your left side. Puff up into your left ribs. Nice, Terry. Take one more full breath. Good. As you inhale, come back to center. Both feet on the ground. Switch your grip. So grab right wrist and then take it to the opposite side. So more weight in right foot. Right shoulder is plugged in. So you don't want your arm in front of your face, bicep next to your ear, and your shoulder back and down. Lots of weight in right foot, inner edge especially. And if you want to, reach your left toes out. So like a crescent moon shape. Awesome, Jana. Find the muscle energy in your arms. Bend your elbows. Gentle tug. One last round. So nice. Awesome, Ali. Inhale back to center. As you exhale, release your grip. Chair plane pose. So bend your knees and swing your arms back behind you. See if you can keep your heart lifted. So rather than rounding and looking down, squeeze shoulder blades towards your spine. Lift your heart. Now, choose to stay where you're at, or if you want, Tiff's already there. See if you can lift up to tiptoes. Get extra credit, Tiff. So heels high. And now you have more range of motion in your legs. See if you can bend your knees a little bit more. Keep your heart lifted. Keep your breath slow and steady. Nice, James. Take one more round. Option to stay on your tiptoes if you want. Inhale, high mountain, as tall as you can grow. Squeeze through the front of your thighs. Squeeze those stabilizer muscles around your knees. Maybe stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down. Bend your knees, stick your butt out. So your core is what will help you balance as you take your dive down, forward fold. So good, I love it. Heels on the ground, halfway lift. Inhale. Beautiful. And exhale, plant your hands, feet back. Take your own vinyasa. So you can add push-ups if you're feeling it. You can take it on your knees if you want. You can substitute cat-cows. You can skip it all together. Downward facing dog is where we will end up. Big, deep breath. So Ujjayi. Good job, everybody. Next time you inhale, take your right leg to the sky. And if you feel like it, go ahead and explore. Open your hip, roll out your ankle, maybe take some circles with your knee. So whatever your body wants to do, or maybe you just stay right where you're at. Breathe. See if you can feel both hands strong on the ground. All of your fingers press through your fingertips, like you're pushing the ground away. Like you're gripping the ground with your fingertips. One more inhale, make your right leg long, strong, powerful. Nice, Eric. As you exhale, right knee to your nose. So spinal flexion, curl in, hollow out. Stay here, breathe in. See if you can lift higher onto your back tiptoes. Exhale, soft as you can, step through low lunge. Good. Rise up to crescent, no hurry. So all 10 toes face forward, hips are square. And the stability comes by hugging towards midline. So you want to find your longest stance, but then instead of sinking into it, you want to hug back in. So front hip pulls back hip pulls forward, and your legs, your foundation is strong as you grow your upper body into your expression. So feel, is your heart lifted or are you closing off? Are your fingers spreading? Or maybe today you just want to be a little softer. Are you smiling or are you making an angry face? So just whatever you're doing, it's on purpose. Take one more big inhale, crescent lunge. So nice, everybody. As you exhale, just like we did in our chair pose a moment ago, hinge forward, reach back. Keep your heart lifted. So rather than looking down at the ground, see if you can gaze slightly forward. Feel your strong back muscles. Squeeze shoulder blades towards your spine. If you want to stay here, fine with me. Otherwise, you're going to launch off your back foot, full airplane pose. So hips stay square and think of a smiley face shape in your body. So nice, Jamie. Your heart is lifted. Use the strength in your back body. Your back heel is lifted. Use the strength in your inner thighs. Awesome, Emma. Take one more deep breath. Good job. Awesome, Anya. Come back, crescent lunge, soft landing. Inhale. Beautiful. Exhale, hands come down. Root into your front foot. This won't be in our flow, but for right now, we're gonna move into a pyramid steps. So back foot steps forward just a bit. You wanna get to a place where both of your feet can be flat on the ground. I like my feet on two train tracks, all 10 toes face forward. Traditionally, it's a balance beam with a little angle in your back foot. So what feels best to you? Halfway lift for a moment, bring your hands to your hips. So with your hands on your hips, friends, you have to find your core. Bend your front knee a lot. Now, slowly re-straighten your front leg by focusing on lifting your right butt cheek back and up. So pull your right butt cheek way back, way up. See if you can feel your right quad start to fire, front of your thigh. Once you feel all of that, see if you can keep it and then come back into your fold. So drape your upper body over your front leg. Imagine you're trying to reach your heart past your front knee. Front leg as straight as it will go by lifting your right butt cheek up and pressing back. Both feet flat on the ground. So if you need to, step your back foot forward a little bit so your heel can come down. Take about 2, maybe 3 more breaths. If you are getting a little shake, a little tremble, that's actually a good thing. Be with it. It means you've met an edge. It means you're challenging yourself in a good way. Breathe into it, soften around it. Nice, honey. Take one last big full body breath. See if you can dive a little deeper, fold a little further as you exhale. Bottom of your exhale, friends. Walk your hands forward. So it might mean you bend your front knee as you walk your hands forward, float your back leg to the sky, come into standing splits. So just like a one-legged forward fold. Nice, Caitlin. Try to relax your neck like you would do in a forward fold. Nice, Chris. Hug in with your right inner thigh. I don't care how high your left leg goes, but I do care that there's energy in your left toes. So see if you can feel your left toes. See if you can wiggle them. See if you can spread them out. Awesome, Cam. Take one more big inhale, lift, lift, lift. Now listen, exhale, Shiva squat. Left knee tucks into the back of your right knee. Both knees bend, curl in. Inhale, either re-extend, or if you want, take a little handstand hop just for fun. As you exhale, step your left foot back, all the way back of your mat. This time, warrior 2. So back heel pivots down, cartwheel your arms up. Nice, Tiff. So take a moment, settle in. Right toes face forward, left toes face to the left. Feel your right butt cheek, wrap it underneath you, and front knee tracks towards your pinky toe rather than collapsing inward. As you gaze over your right fingertips, see if you can keep everything else open. So shoulders stay open, hips stay open, heart stays open. Slow, deep breaths, beautiful poses. Inhale, side angle pose. So reach forward, reach, try to slide your rib cage and then tip it over, right arm towards the ground, left towards the sky. Try not to collapse and close off. Heart wants to look up, see if you can let it. Left arm can reach up, or maybe your left arm reaches forward, bicep next to your ear. Maybe you even want to go for a half or full bind. So left arm could wrap behind your back. You can get the clasp, awesome, don't force it. So nothing aggressive, nothing strained. Wherever you are at, you should be able to breathe full, spacious breaths. Heart is still open. Hips are still open. You guys look so good. Nice job. Take about 2 more rounds. Good. From the press of your feet, next time you breathe in, come back up into your warrior 2. Just to give your front leg a break for a moment. Might feel good to straighten it out, kind of shake it out. And then eventually come back into warrior 2. So that deep bend in your front knee, and we'll reverse it. So reach up, reach back, and lengthen your right side. Think of the stretch we did at the very top of our mat when we were grabbing our wrist. If you want to, you can bring your left hand up, grab hold of your right wrist. See if you can find a little more space in your right side. So gentle tug on your right wrist, but keep your right shoulder plugged in. Yes. Awesome. Nice, Tara. Breathe into your right side. Puff up your right ribs. Bend your right knee. Last big inhale. Beautiful. Exhale. Come back to warrior 2. We're not going to do this in our flow, but right now, straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet. Arms to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. Dive down. Wide-legged forward fold. And anywhere you'd like to go. So let this pose be for you. What does your body want right now? What would feel good? Maybe just hanging out, ragdolling your arms. Maybe playing. Skandasana, bend one knee, then the other. Twist, headstand even. So anything goes. As long as you're doing it on purpose, you're present, you're aware, your breath is supporting you. Awesome job, everybody. If you want it anytime, open your mouth and sigh it out. So that sigh is so valuable if you feel like there's too much. There's a lot of sensation. There's a lot of energy. Give it somewhere to go, kind of a reset. Nice, Paul. Take one last huge breath. And then bring your hands or fingertips to the ground. Walk your hands to the top of your space. Rotate your toes forward so you'll be in a low lunge. And from your low lunge, just step your back foot forward. Bless you, forward fold. So top of your mat, forward fold. Halfway lift as you breathe in. Exhale, bow. Root through your feet, rise all the way up, high mountain, and pause with your arms reaching up in your high mountain pose. So notice as you're reaching up, what are your personal imbalances? So not so that you can be critical of yourself, but just as information. So for me, I usually press my ribs forward and stick my butt out. Some people, it's the opposite. They tuck their tailbone kind of round and don't get their arms all the way up. So feel, is there any way you can adjust to find a more neutral pelvis, more neutral spine? Have your arms extending straight up. So even if that means you have to bend your elbows and feel your body. Keep your right foot rooting firmly. So right foot will become your foundation. Lift your left knee up, standing stacks. So try to keep your spine and your pelvis as neutral as possible for now. Flex your left toes back and active. Yes, good. One more inhale. As you exhale, chair plane arms, figure four with your legs. So sit back, reach your arms back, stick your butt out behind you, flexion in your left toes. We'll hold this one for about 5 breaths. So now, if you feel like taking it on your own, doing your own thing, go for it. Maybe a forward fold, maybe arm balance play, maybe a twist. Maybe you fall out of the pose 10 times. Come back in. That's the practice. So good, you guys. So just feeling whatever there is to feel in your own body. Breathe down into your outer left hip. And then notice if you're struggling with balance, anything else, what do you say to yourself? What are your thoughts? Do you beat yourself up or are you compassionate? Can you be more compassionate? Good job, everybody. Slowly start to find your way back to standing stacks. So arms reach up, left knee lifts up. I know you're feeling it in your legs. Take one more inhale. Listen, slow motion, low lunge. See if you can bring fingertips and toes down at the exact same time. We're not going to do this in our flow, but for right now, bring your hands inside your right foot. Walk your right foot out to the width of your yoga mat, maybe even off the side of your mat. So nice and wide. And then you can choose where you want to go, how you want to work this. So one way, you can bring your back knee down. You can let your hips move towards the ground and try to lift your heart up. Another way is pretty much the opposite. Keep your hips lifted and try to melt your heart down, perhaps even lowering to your forearms. Cat grabs its tail is an option if it's in your practice. So just be in your body, breathe into your hips, work your pose in your own way, with your own breath. So good. Awesome awareness, everyone. And I know it's uncomfortable. This is, for me, one of the least comfortable poses. That's part of this practice, just settling in, being with discomfort. It's only temporary. How can you relax around it? Take one last huge breath, open your mouth and sigh it out. Good job, friends. Come back up to your hands if you're not there already. Bring your right foot back to midline so you're framing it. And then from here, we'll move back into a 3-legged down dog. So right leg back and up. Reach it high. You can open your hip if you'd like. You can keep your hips square if you'd like. You can hang out, hold, and breathe. Otherwise, one more inhale here. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, or as close as you can come. Yes. Inhale, back up, lengthen, open your hip if you want. Exhale, right knee, right elbow. Aim for your armpit, so get as high as you can. Yes, amazing. Inhale, back up. Square hips this time, everybody. As you exhale, rock forward, high plank. You can set your right foot down if you want, chaturanga. Inhale, go into a back bend of your choice. So baby cobra, full cobra, maybe you're even feeling a sphinx pose. You do you. Take your time. And then as you are ready, downward facing dog. And just reconnect, big, spacious breaths. Good, everybody. So maybe notice, how does right leg feel versus left leg? Right side versus left side. Good shoulders, Andrea. All right, next time you inhale, left leg high. If you want to, take a moment, explore. This side might feel totally different than the other side. Maybe this side feels exactly the same as the other side. So what's there for you? What can you notice today? Is your breath still there? Or did you just forget about it when you lifted your leg? So over and over again, recommitting, reconnecting. Next time you inhale, left leg long, strong, and powerful. Nice, Trish. As you exhale, left knee to your nose, scoop out your belly, spinal flexion, round your spine. Stay here, breathe in, lift your back, tippy toes. And then with all that space you've created, step forward, low lunge. Nice, Laura. Rise up slowly into your crescent lunge. Nice, M. So strong legs, all 10 toes face forward. You're on the ball of your back foot, unless you're modifying. Absolutely fine with me. Front hip energetically is drawing back. Back hip energetically is drawing forward. So essentially all you're doing, what we want to do anyways, is plug the femur bones into the hip sockets. So you don't want to be sinking in, exploiting the hypermobility in our joints. That does us no good. We want strong joints, and then we're working our muscles. From your strong foundation, your unique expression in your upper body. So by unique, I don't mean you have to do anything crazy or different, but you're feeling, what am I creating? What's the energy I'm embodying? You're doing whatever you're doing intentionally. Take one more inhale. You guys look awesome. As you exhale, hinge forward, reach back. So diagonal line from the crown of your head back to your heel. Strong through your back muscles. So squeeze shoulder blades towards your spine. When you are ready, full airplane. Float off your back foot. Smiley face shape is what we're going for. So heart stays lifted, not your head, but your heart. See if you can lift your back heel by engaging your inner thighs a little bit more. Yes, beautiful. Notice if you're straining through your face. Take one more round. Awesome, Caitlin. See if you can land softly, crescent lunge. Inhale. No judgment if you didn't. And then as you exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Set up your pyramid stance. So back foot steps forward. Make sure both feet are flat on the ground. 2 train tracks or a balance beam. So if you're on train tracks, all of your toes face forward. If you're on a balance beam, back foot at about a 30-degree angle. Halfway lift, hands to hips. So your hands on your hips should be straight across from one another. Notice if your right hip feels like it's higher than your left hip. How can you adjust? Bend your left knee for a moment. Bend it a lot, just for a moment. And then re-straighten it slowly by focusing on lifting your left butt cheek back, and up, up. Nice, Eric. So as you do that, you want to feel your left quad fire. It's not a lot, it's a little. It's a toning of your left quad. Take one more inhale. Exhale when you're ready. Fold. So drape your upper body over your front leg. If you can, hands to the ground or maybe hands to blocks. If you want to keep your hands on your hips, that's totally fine. You can use your left hand to manually press your left hip back and up. Nice, Trish. So if you feel that little shake, the sacred tremble, one of my teachers used to say, it's good, it's not bad. Be with it, breathe into it. It's your edge, soften around it. Last couple of rounds, left butt cheek up, back. Nice, Eric. Really good, everybody. And bottom of your next exhalation, fingertips or hands down. So bend your knee if you need to. Walk your hands forward, standing split. So back leg floats up, just like a one-legged forward fold. So don't let the name scare you. One-legged forward fold is all we're doing. I do not care how high your leg goes. Matters nothing to me. But I do care that there's energy in your toes. So can you get your toes to wiggle? Can you spread them? Can you point them? Take one more inhale. Exhale, Shiva squat. Tuck your right knee into the back of your left. Nice, Tiff. Both knees bend. Inhale, re-extend. Maybe take a little hoppy hop if you're feeling it. Handstand hop, and then exhale. Step your right foot all the way back again, all the way back. Warrior two. Take your time to rise. So back heel pivots down. Back foot parallel to the back of your mat. Your left toes face directly forward. So wrap your front butt cheek, your left butt cheek underneath you, and feel your front knee track towards your pinky toe. Nice, Shauna. Hips open, heart open, shoulders open. Slow, steady breaths. Good. Side angle posture. Next inhale, reach forward. So it's like you're sliding your rib cage, slide, 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 and then spit over. Left towards the ground, right towards the sky. Nice, honey. Keep your heart open so you're not pushing it so far that your heart starts to look down. Imagine your heart is trying to look up. So how can you adjust to let it? Variations welcome. Right arm forward, half bind, full bind. If you take the full bind, notice, is my heart looking down now? Maybe I don't need to take the full bind. Maybe it's not benefiting me. So sometimes less is more. Wherever you're at, make sure your breath is there. Yes. Last couple. Both feet are strong. Outer edges of your feet rooting. And next time you inhale, rise up. If your front leg wants a little moment to breathe, straighten it out, shake it out. And then reverse warriors where we're headed. So whenever you're ready, bend your front knee, take it back. And I shouldn't say just back, I should say up and back. So first find length and then reach for the back wall. If you want to add right hand to left wrist, gentle tug, go for it. If there's some other variation you want to take, go for it. Nice, Andrea. Keep wrapping left butt cheek under your body, tracking your knee towards pinky toe. Good, Claire. Pressing the outer edges of your feet. Breathe into your left rib cage, the space between your ribs. One more inhale. Nice, Tiff. Exhale. Come to warrior two. Straighten your front leg. Parallel your feet first. And then from here, pivot your heels in and your toes out. Bend your knees, hands to thighs. So you're coming into a high squat position. Yes. So you want your knees over your ankles. If you need to adjust because your feet are too wide or too narrow, please take a moment to adjust. And then sit low. Press your knees towards the wall behind you. Inhale like a standing cow. Stick your butt out, reach your heart forward. Exhale, twist towards the back of the room. Dip your left shoulder down like we do in Spider-Man Cobra. Take a full round of breath, hold. Stay low, press your knees open. Inhale through center. Exhale to the front, right shoulder dips down, gaze over left. Full round of breath as you hold here. Stay low. A little bit faster this time. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the back. Yes, inhale, center. Knees wide. Exhale to the front. Very nice. Inhale, center. I'm just going to let you take your time. So you can stay here longer if you want to, hang out a while. Whenever you feel so inclined, start to make your way into your wide-legged forward fold. So just in your next few breaths. And give yourself a moment to just come back, kind of a recalibration. So find your breath, feel your body, explore, play, get curious if you'd like. So. All right, last round, invitation for an open mouth sigh as you exhale. And then hands or fingertips to the ground. So bend your knees if needed. Walk your hands forward, back to a low lunge position. And then from your low lunge, just step your back foot forward into a forward fold position. Halfway lift, inhale. Back of your neck long, sides of your neck long. Nice, Terry. Exhale, fold. From the press of your feet, all the way up. Big full body stretch. High mountain, pause right here. Check in. Where are your imbalances? Are you flaring your ribs forward? Are you rounding, collapsing? As neutral as you can be. Left foot is your base this time. Float your right knee up. Standing staff. Flexion through your toes. So even your little baby pinky toe, see if you can feel it flex back. Yes. One more inhale, hold and breathe. Exhale, figure four with your legs, chair plane arms. So sit back, arms swing back as you bring your upper body closer to your legs. So weight in your left heel and reach both of your butt cheeks back. Yes. This time, if you want to explore on your own, please go for it. If you want to hold here, perfect. So you do you for about 4 or 5. Flex your left toes, or excuse me, right toes. Nice, Anya. Nice, James. Wherever you're at, breath is right there. If you fall out 10 times, congratulate yourself. Be like, self, you're trying something hard today. Rather than like, self, you suck at balance. So the practice here, we're not here to beat ourselves up. We're here to just be with ourselves, to play with ourselves, to connect with ourselves. 1 or 2 more rounds and then coming back into standing staff. If you can, slowly. Good, Paul. So eventually, bless you, right knee lifts. Inhale. If you want, you could even extend your right leg forward. Exhale, slow motion, low lunge, fingers and toes touch at the exact same time if possible. Play with that. Yay. And then once you've landed, hands to the inside of left foot, walk your left foot out really, really wide. Maybe even off onto the hardwood floor. And then you choose where you want to take it on this side. So you can melt your heart or you can melt your hips. Wherever you choose to go, breath, spacious, supporting you from the inside out. Paul, I got your AC, don't worry. Take about 2 or 3 more. So if there's discomfort, rather than being like, get away, I hate this discomfort, go away, what's wrong with you? Be like, oh, there's discomfort. I'm gonna send it some breath, see what's going on down there, get curious about it. What happens if I lean a little more to the left, a little more to the right? So that's the practice. We're not here, again, to be critical and beat ourselves up. We're just here to connect. Last round, open mouth sigh if you want it. So good. Bring your left, come back to your hands first, and then bring your left foot back to midline so you're framing it. 3-legged down dog, extend your left leg back and up, perhaps opening up through your hip. Probably will feel nice. So welcome. You are more than welcome to stay right here or with your leg extended, or you're welcome to come with me. One more inhale and 3-legged dog. Exhale, left knee, right elbow, or as close as you can come. Push the ground away. Inhale, 3-legged, stretch and lengthen, maybe scorpion tail your left leg. Exhale, left to left, aim for your armpit, aim high, maybe even bend your elbows out a little, push up if you want to. Inhale, back up. So nice. Square hips this time. Rock forward, plank to chaturanga. So your variation, you can take it as 3-legged, you can take it with your knees down, open up into your heart opener, take your time, maybe an extra couple breaths, and then either down dog or child's pose. So this is, again, a moment of recalibration. Tune in. What's your breath doing? What's flowing through your body? Are there emotions there? Maybe emotions that weren't so obvious before, more subtle, now are a little more apparent. So take your time, just noticing, just breathing, just reconnecting. So we are going to move through that entire sequence now as a flow, breath to movement. There will be some things that we did that I don't incorporate, so just stay present like you always do. Listen to my cues, take what works, and let the rest go. If at any point you're feeling like I'm cueing way too slow, see if you can breathe slower. See if you can breathe deeper, breathe bigger. And if at any point you just want to do your own thing or you just want to take a break, please feel free. So full permission to give yourself what you need, always in my class. If you are coming with me, downward facing dog. All right, fire up your ujjayi. Great big inhale, push the ground away. And exhale, look forward, step or hop, top of your space, forward fold. Halfway lift position as you breathe in. Exhale, bow. All the way up, rise, arms to the sky as you inhale, stretch. Hands to heart as you exhale. All right, here we go. Breath to movement. Inhale, high mountain. Grab left wrist with right hand. Side body stretch. Exhale. Hips go left. Upper body goes right. Through center. Inhale. Switch your grip. Other side. Exhale. Up and over. All the way to empty. Inhale. Center. Exhale, chair, plane, or drinking bird. So option to float to tiptoes if you want. Stay on tiptoes if you want. High mountain, breathe in, super tall. Possibly stay on your tiptoes as you take your dive down. Stick your butt out, bend your knees, feel your core. Heels on the ground for your halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, peel your heart open, shoulders back and down. Exhale, downward facing dog, hips high, spine long. Inhale, take your right leg to the sky. Use your strong core. Exhale, right foot forward, low lunge. Inhale, crescent, rise, lift your heart, maybe lift your gaze. Exhale, your choice, airplane lunge or full airplane fly, back foot lifts, smiley face shape. Yes, back to crescent, everybody, arms reach up. And exhale, hands come down. Listen, straight into standing splits, left leg high, inhale. Flex your foot or spread your toes, point, whatever it is, active. Exhale, Shiva squat. Good. Inhale, re-extend or one hop. Exhale, left foot back, setting up a warrior two stance. Inhale, rise, warrior two. With your exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over all the way to empty. Stay in your legs. Inhale, reverse warrior. So deep bend in your front knee, reach up, reach back, lengthen right side. Now listen, exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, let it go, fold. Rise, take it all the way up. Arms reach up, left knee floats up, flex your toes back. Figure four with chair plane arms. Exhale, sit back, reach back. Inhale, standing staff. Option to extend left if you'd like. Press through your heel, try not to lean back. And exhale, low lunge, slowly. See if you can land softly, fingers and toes at the same time. Now listen, inhale, three-legged dog, right leg to the sky. You can stay here and hold here, maybe right hip opens. Or exhale, right knee, left elbow. Use your strong obliques. Yes, inhale back up. Right knee, right elbow, or even armpit at the push-up if you want it. Awesome, Eric. Inhale, back up. Nice, Paul. Square hips this time. And exhale, forward, plank to chaturanga. You can make it your own. Inhale, lift your heart, shoulders back and down. Exhale, lift your hips, downward facing dog. Ah. Breathe in and take your left leg to the sky. Breathe out and softly step forward, low lunge. Nice, cam, inhale, rise, crescent. Strong foundation in your legs, you got it. Exhale, your choice, airplane lunge or full airplane, fly. Yay, good work. Inhale, back to crescent, see if you can land softly. Nice, Lisa, inhale. Exhale, hands to the earth. Standing splits, float your right leg up, active toes. Shiva squat, both knees bend, curl in. Very nice. Inhale, re-extend or take a little hoppy hop. Exhale, step your right foot back. Set up your warrior two legs and inhale, Virabhadrasana 2, rise. Yes, inhale, side angle, reach forward, then tip it over, empty all the way out as you come into your fullest expression. Nice, honey. Inhale, reverse your warrior. So keep that bend in your front knee as you take it up and back. Inhale, yes, and exhale, cartwheel your hands to the ground. Step your back foot forward, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, fold in. All the way up, slow rise. Arms to the sky, right knee lifts, flexion through your toes. Figure 4 with your legs, chair plane with your arms. Sit back, sit low. Inhale, back to standing staff. Maybe extend right leg forward, press through your heel. Try not to lean back. Exhale, slow motion, low lunge, soft landing. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg to the sky. Stay here and hold, or left knee, right elbow, little cross your body twist. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, left to left. Inhale, 3-legged. Square hips. Exhale, rock forward, chaturanga. Take it however you want to. Knees can come down. Inhale, heart, heels open, shoulders back and down. Nice, Ali. Exhale, downward facing dog. So good, everybody. Give yourself a moment here. Maybe a couple open mouth sighs would feel amazing to your body. So we'll go through that flow, that entire sequence one more time. This time I'm going to add in a few things. I'm going to add in a few little variations. So just like you have been doing, stay present, listen to my cues, take what works, and leave the rest behind. You are coming with me, downward facing dog. All right, big inhale, push the ground away. Exhale, look to the top of your space, step or float, forward fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, bow. All the way up, rise. Arms extend overhead, high mountain. Breathe in. Hands to heart, breathe out. All right, last time through, let's do it. Inhale, reach. Grab left wrist, or if you want to, you can make it your own this time. Exhale, side body stretch to the right, hips go left. Through center with your inhale, big deep breaths. Exhale, other side. So use your entire exhale to work your side body stretch. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bend your knees, chair plane or drinking bird. Swing your arms back, maybe float to tiptoes. Good, inhale, high mountain. So maybe stay on your tiptoes. Last chance to take this balance challenge. Dive down slowly, staying on your tiptoes. Feel your strong core. So nice. Halfway lift, heels down. Lengthen your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, plant your hands, feet back. See if you can keep that exhale going as you lower. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lift your hips. Inhale, right leg high. Strong and powerful. Use your breath, use your core. Exhale, step your right foot through softly. Yes, so nice. Nice, Jamie. Inhale, crescent rise. Exhale, airplane, or stay in your airplane lunge. So yogi's choice. Good. Back to crescent lunge. Soft landing if possible. If not, no big deal. Be playful. Exhale, hands come down. Oh. Inhale, standing splits. Exhale, Shiva squat. Very nice. Re-extend or take a little hoppy if you want. Nice job. Exhale, left foot steps back. Set up your warrior two legs and inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Side angle. Exhale, reach forward, tip it over. This is where we will take a moment and pause. You can stay in side angle, or if you would like, option to turn it into either triangle or balancing half moon, maybe a little bit of both even. So about 5 rounds of breath to explore. And if you're staying in side angle, totally fine. If that's your pose today, awesome. If you're floating your back leg up, make it strong. So if it feels like your back leg is heavy, it's probably because you're not engaging the muscles. See if you can squeeze through your outer right glute. It's called your medial glute, and that will help your hips open a little bit more. Beautiful. One last huge breath. Your pose, your expression. Back to a warrior 2, maybe landing softly. If not, no biggie. Take a moment to settle in, to readjust. Warrior 2 stance. And then inhale, reverse your warrior. Back to our flow. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down and step forward, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Ah. All the way up, rise. Arms reach, left knee floats up. Figure 4 with your legs, chair plane arms, exhale. Inhale, back to a standing staff. Extend left if you want. Now listen, exhale, warrior 3. So see if you can find a warrior 3. Give it at least 1, maybe 2 breaths. Arms reach forward or your own variation of your arms. Strong, straight, powerful line in your body. Yay, you look amazing. Land in a low lunge. Fingertips and toes touch at the same time. Inhale, 3-legged dog. Right leg high. Now listen here. We're going to do something different this time. Open up your right hip, bend your right knee. You can either take your knee to elbows again if you want to. Otherwise, invitation to flip your dog. So right foot comes down behind, or you could just hold as well. Right foot comes down behind. Those of you in the back bend, lift your hips and imagine your heart's trying to look at this front wall. See if you can let it. Awesome, Chris. Nice work. Beautiful poses. Last big deep breath. And then come back. Regular down dog. Walk it out. So good, everybody. Ujjayi, you can keep walking it out. Or inhale, rock forward, high plank. Option to hover right leg if you want. Exhale, chaturanga, lower slowly. Inhale, peel your heart open. And hips back, down dog, exhale. You've got this. One more side. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step through softly. Inhale, rise, crescent. Exhale, last time, airplane lunge or fly, full airplane. Nice, Anya. Inhale, back to crescent, soft landing. Exhale, hands come down. Standing splits, right leg lifts, active through your right toes. Exhale, Shiva squat. This is your last one. Small and compact, curl in. Inhale, re-extend or hop. Exhale, step your right foot all the way back. Warrior two legs. Inhale, Virabhadrasana 2, rise. Exhale, side angle, reach forward, tip it over, pause. Options are stay in side angle, move into triangle, or move into your half moon posture. So wherever you want to go, and it doesn't necessarily have to be what you did on the other side. It can be if you wanted to. If you are balancing, back leg is strong, like you're stomping it onto an invisible wall. Squeeze through your outer left glute. Nice, Trish. So your outer left glute, it's called your medial glute. Super hard for us to engage. See if you can start to feel it. And what it does, it will help your hips open rather than sticking your butt out. One last big deep breath. Nice work. Come back to a warrior two stance. If you're balancing, soft landing maybe. Nice, Mary Jo. Take a moment to settle back in. Adjust if needed. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Reach up, reach back. Exhale, cartwheel, hands down, and step your back foot forward, top of your space, forward fold. Spinal extension, inhale. Exhale, bow. All the way up, rise, arms reach, right knee floats, flex your toes. Chair plane legs, chair plane arms, figure four legs. Inhale, standing staff. Maybe extend right leg forward. And remember this time, warrior three, so super slowly. See if you can transition into your full warrior three. So you choose what you want to do with your arms. Hips are square, spine is long, back leg is strong. One more big deep breath. Nice, Andrea. Low lunge, soft landing. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg high. Open your left hip. Elbows are just hang out and hold, totally fine with me. If you are flipping your dog, open through your front body, feel your strong back body. Yes, breathe down into your belly. Nice work. One last round. Your pose, your expression. And come back down, dog. Walk it out. You are almost there, my friends. See if you can stay with me a tiny bit longer. Last little push. From your down dog, inhale, rock forward, high plank. Now listen, pause in your high plank, one arm at a time. Come down to your forearm. So forearm plank, elbows under shoulders. Strong core, navel to spine. See if you can stay in your forearm plank and hover your left foot above the ground just a little tiny bit, not a lot. Hover, hover, hover. Strong arms, strong belly. Back of your neck long, sides of your neck long. Set your left foot down, hover your right foot. Hold, hover. Yes, strong arms, strong belly, soft face. Take 2 more rounds of breath. You are so much stronger than your mind would have you believe. Bring your right foot down, so both feet or both sets of toes on the ground. One arm at a time, press back up to your high plank. Inhale. Exhale all the way to your belly. All the way to your belly. Baby cobra. From your baby cobra, float your hands up, reach them back. Float your feet up, reach them back. Locust pose. Locust pose is a great place to stay. Hug in with your inner thighs. Hug your shoulder blades towards your spine. If you want more, you could interlace fingers, or you could even take your full floor bow. Bend your knees, grab ankles or the tops of your feet, and gentle leverage, kick and pull. Wherever you're at, hug in with your inner thighs. Imagine you're trying to rotate your inner thighs in and up towards the ceiling. So what that's gonna do, that's gonna keep you from crunching up into your low back. Use mid and upper back strength. Lift, lift, lift. One more inhale, lift. And let it go. Take a moment, head to either side. Maybe Rock your hips, shimmy your hips a little bit, or windshield wiper your shins a little bit. Good job, everybody. I'm going to say in your next 3 to 5 rounds. So please take your time. And if there's any movement you want to take to get there, please do. But eventually, downward facing dog. Back in your down dog. Just feel whatever there is to feel. All right, friends. Inhale, right leg to the sky. And exhale, pigeon pose, right shin to the top of your space. Bring your body down gently. If you know this pose is more beneficial for you on your back or in a seat, please feel free to take whatever variation you want to. If you are in regular pigeon, just like we do in all the other poses, in crescent lunge, in pyramid pose, we're hugging in. Front hip pulls back hip pulls forward. So especially if you're somebody who can just easily kind of plop into your hips, we don't want to exploit our hypermobility in our joints. Plug the femur bones into the hip socket. Your right knee is towards the outer right edge of your mat. Keep pulling your right hip back as you take your heart forward and down. So even if you can't bring your shin parallel to the front edge of your mat, see if you can bring your right knee out nice and wide so you're getting the external rotation in your hip. And then use your breath to soften. Take just about 3 to 5 more. Send your breath down into your hip. So again, the intention here is not to just hold your breath and hold this pose until we can finally be done with it. It's to be with whatever you are feeling. So if you're in discomfort, be in discomfort. How can you soften around it? How can you settle breath by breath? Take just a couple more. If you'd like, open mouth sigh. And slowly begin a transition up. You can get there your own way, or you can follow me. Plant your hands, tuck your back toes, 3-legged down dog. Right leg gets a nice little shaky shake. And then eventually just set your right foot down, walk it out. If you want to move through a quick vinyasa on your own, go for it. Otherwise, walk it out, find your breath. Inhale, left leg high. And exhale, pigeon, left shin forward. Nice and wide with your left knee. So even if your shin is not parallel to the front edge of your mat, your left knee is wide, so you're externally rotating through your left hip, then hug in. So you feel your body lift up. People don't like doing it because they're like, I feel like I'm coming out of the pose. You're not coming out of it. You're just coming into a more supported variation. So you're finding the structure, what we call the integrity of the pose. Like in life, you can't always tell from the outside if there is integrity inside. So you got to create it. You got to feel it. And then from there, that's where you soften and relax. Big, deep breaths. Good job, everybody. So notice, is there anywhere you're holding? Is there anywhere you're tightening? Is there anywhere you're resisting that you don't need to be? So what would it feel like? Just to energetically soften through your heart space a little more. Take your last couple breaths. Good job, friends. And then when you feel pretty much even on both sides, start one last transition back to downward facing dog. So maybe a three-legged dog first. Give your leg that little shaky shake. And then eventually walk it out in down dog. Or if you're feeling a child's pose instead, go for it. Child's pose it out. Just feel into all the space you've created, all the awareness you've created even. You want to take one last vinyasa, you're welcome to. And then everyone, just in your own time, start a transition down onto your back. So however you want to get there, whichever direction you want to face. Once you're on your back, just gently hug your knees in and rock it out. Give your low back a nice little massage against the ground. And eventually, supine spinal twist, let your knees fall to the right. Or if you prefer, you could extend one leg, you could cross your legs. You could take windshield wiper variation with your feet wide and knees fall to the right that way. So you choose. A few deep breaths. Gaze up or over your right shoulder. Breathe all the way down into your belly. Job, everybody. Your next couple rounds, just slowly find your way to the other side. So come through center, take a moment, neutralize, maybe a little rock, maybe a big squeeze. And then just let your knees go left. And breathe. Feel the support of the ground underneath you. Notice if you're trying to hold yourself up still, just let your body give in. I will leave it up to you, so you can stay here a couple more breaths if you'd like. Eventually back to center. Again, just take a moment, neutralize, rock it out, hug your knees in, big squeeze, whatever you want. And then eventually come to Supta Baddha Konasana, reclined cobbler's pose, reclined bound angle. So feet together, knees apart. And if this bugs your low back at all, try scooting your feet a little bit further away from your upper body and see if that helps. So as best you can for now, just let your legs give in, let them relax. And then if you want to keep relaxing, that's fine. Otherwise, for a moment, start to squeeze your right butt cheek and then release it. Squeeze and then release. Just your right glute, your right butt cheek. Squeeze, 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 let it go. Squeeze, 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 let it go. And if this bothers your low back, you could do this with your feet on the ground, knees bent instead. Might feel a little rocking of your pelvis. You might feel a little quiver, a little shakiness. That's okay. Just notice whatever's there. Might feel difficult to engage just one side. Next time you squeeze and release, just let it go. Rest for a moment. Notice right side versus left side. Do they feel a little bit different? Maybe, maybe not. And then start to do the exact same thing you just did, but with your left butt cheek. So squeeze, 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 let it go. Squeeze, 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 let it go. And just notice whatever there is to notice without judgment. Just getting curious. Huh, that's interesting. And then next time you squeeze and release, make that your last, and just rest. Last option, only if you want to take it. You're welcome to just rest. Last option, I recommend arms out to your sides with your palms down, just as a little extra support. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna press your heels especially really firmly together and just lift your butt off the ground, squeezing both of your glutes. So squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Imagine somebody's pressing your knees down and you're pressing against them, trying to lift your hips up. So hips up, knees down, press your heels, squeeze your glutes, breathe. Yes, good. Nice, Jamie. Take one more big deep breath. Nice, Tiff, and then release, let it go. Ah, you can rest for a moment with your knees, just kind of melting out. Maybe it would even feel good to just ever so gently bounce them up and down. Eventually lift your knees up and come into what's called constructive rest. So feet wide, knees together. So the exact opposite of what you were just doing. Feet wide, knees together. Invitation to bring one hand to your heart space, one hand to your low belly, and just be here for a moment. Breathing all the way down into low back and pelvis. And if you want to stay here for the rest of our class, please feel free. Feel really good. Just let yourself drift off, let go of your ujjayi breath. If there's any more poses, stretches, any more movements that your body's calling for, maybe a happy baby, maybe an inversion of some sort, maybe you just want to roll out your wrists or ankles. If there's anything else your body would like, please give yourself a moment to move through those last poses and find your way into your own personal Shavasana. So Shavasana can be the traditional corpse pose, or maybe today you want to take a different position. Maybe you want to stay in constructive rest. Maybe you want to roll onto your side, fetal position. As you start your transition, friends, I shall read to you. This is a quote by Brianna Weist. Temporary, everything, all of it, even the best of it, especially the best of it. We only have so many years to know human love and to do human things. Love them, all of them, even the painstaking ones. They too will not last. They too are human. They are the experience, the insecurity, the experience, the heartache, the experience, the confusion, the experience, the joy, the experience. There is nothing lost if we learn something from it. Your willingness to fail is proportionate to your potential to gain and to grow. The timer never stops running, and all you will regret is not reaching harder for the things you actually wanted while they were still in front of you. So it is 11:32. And if you do not like sound, if you do not want to stay for sound, you're more than welcome to sneak out. But if you have a few extra minutes, just let your body relax fully, give in fully. And rather than feeling like you're just listening with your ears and in your head, see if you can start to feel as if you are listening with your entire body. So letting the vibrations move through your fingers, move through your toes, move through your legs, your arms, your spine, through the crown of your head. And just feel all the aliveness inside of you. Everything within you. All part of this human experience. So nothing to fix, nothing to control. Simply just allowing and witnessing. Shavasana. Take a big inhale. And when you're ready, just let it go. And start to bring wiggles back into your body. Wiggle fingers, toes. Just wake up your physical being. Roll onto one side as you're ready, fetal position. And think of your fetal position as just one last moment to rest and integrate and soak in all the energy, all the efforts from your practice today. Maybe there's some way even that you visualize that, imagine that. And using your arms, guide yourself up into seated meditation. And in your seat, just like we began, sit up nice and tall, close your eyes or soften your gaze and gather your hands to your heart. So do you feel a little different? Does anything feel a little different inside? Maybe, maybe not. And we'll close this practice together with one big collective Om. So don't worry how you sound. Nobody cares how you sound. Focus on how it feels, your own vibration moving through your body and expressing out your mouth as your voice. So start by exhaling, emptying out. Clear your throat if you need to. Breathe in your voice. Thank you, everybody, so much for being here, letting me guide you. Namaste. All right, friends. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Have a wonderful rest of your day. You're welcome. That's why I'm a second angel. Say such an angel. You work so much. Oh my God. Oh my gosh, you work so much. Just angel girl. She's an angel girl. I wish we could bring her here one day. Make her your flower girl. Yeah, I'm like, no, she's human. She's an angel. Bye, Mary Jo. She's so angelic for sure. Thanks, Lisa. So where can I see your art? You're so welcome. Do you have a website? What's your website? What's your name?
Lisa McAfee.
McAfee?
Yeah.
MACAFE. MCAFE. Okay. .com?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay, I'll look it up.
Lisa-McAfee.com.
Okay, I'll look it up.
I'll Venmo you and I'll send.
Oh, perfect. Okay, perfect. Okay. I love that. I did not know that about you. I love art. So yeah, I'm curious. Wait, see me. Love you, Tiff. Send love to your friend.
Oh, he'll get somewhere back here as soon as our kids get better.
Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, good. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Fun. Fun.
Like, her best life right
Good.
now.
I love that for her. Good. Okay, have a good day. Nice, James. Nice, Anya. Tired? Dragon?